adoption of the agenda. Motion.
So moved.
And then the first item is appointment of chair. There's an RFD there, but basically I'll call for nominations from the floor. If there's no nominations, the presiding chair continues to be the chair for council meetings. So I'll call for nominations for the first time.
I'll nominate Brian. No, I think, but if you do,
You can do it either way if
Yeah.
he stands, so that if there's a second time, if there's further nominations.
I move nominations.
and that is an NAR nomination.
So we just have to confer with current chair if he wishes to stand for the position.
I will stand
So
or
that
sit for that position.
brought in some cases. So that being said, given that there's no further nominations on the floor, and nominations have closed, congratulations, Mayor Nassif, you are the chair of the council. So that being said, I'll turn the meeting back over to the chair.
All right, thank you. It's good to be back. I missed you guys. I was like, wow, I don't have this. It was,
Gift banks will be distributed
That's
out.
it. Yeah. So 3.2, establishing regular meeting dates and times. Can I get a motion on this? Oh, sorry, Councillor Wakefield.
I'll move that we hold regular meetings of council on the second and fourth Tuesday of each and every month at 6 in the council chambers for the next 12 months.
All right. Any discussion on that? Go ahead, Councillor Stenhouse.
I'm kind of torn on this one because like 6 works. 6 doesn't work so well for me, but I'm just one of 7. 7 o'clock seems to be a better. I know, it's.
It is tight to start, but it is nice to be done early, right? There's the balancing act there. Yeah, that was, and I noticed a difference for me, like with my wife not here today. I got off of work and then I grabbed fast food to get here and sign the checks and get going, right? Like, so. I know, that's what but when she's home, she knows it's night, so I have a nice supper ready and it's fine for me, but when, so I know what it's like. So there's pros and cons, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we have one that is thinking about it. Anybody else really want to change, or people generally happy with it?
I'll just add that it's only twice a month, so, I know it's maybe not the most convenient thing, but it's only twice a month. If everyone can make it for 6, we leave it at 6, because otherwise it's the tail end, we're going to get exhausted. The next day is school day. So we have motion on the floor.
I would like it to remain at the present time, and we moved it to 6 because of all of the reasons that have already been mentioned, time constraints, and 6:30 was late, and we're out of here at 11, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm in favor of keeping it as it is.
All right, I'm seeing a lot of head nods and a lot of discussion. Okay, all in favor? Oh, James's motion, a meeting at 6 every second and fourth. That was his motion. Yeah, so everybody, nobody is opposed to it. Okay. So moving on then to 3.3, establishing the standing committee structure. Can I get a motion on this one? This is the committees that we belong to. Councillor Stenos. Okay.
That, I'd like to make the motion that council adopt the committee structure. No, that's not my motion.
Okay, as
Um,
attached?
No, because I haven't changed. I had emailed, did you receive my email?
No, all we're doing, if you look on page 6, is a list of the committees that we're approving.
Oh, okay,
That's what we're going, looking at.
okay, so yes, then it'll be as attached.
Okay, thank you. Any discussions on this one? Okay, all in favor? Carried. So moving on to the next one, which is more the specific appointments to each of those committees. And we have the new ones here, so can I get a motion on this one? So we have some that want to change, so we're probably I'm thinking option number 2. That we would work with, that council amend the appointments of councillors to committees and commissions, and then we can have a discussion. I'll make that motion, we amend it. And, yeah,
Just right off the bat here, the deputy mayor part is a little bit out there because Judy is currently the deputy mayor, and then it will be whoever is gonna be next.
yes, absolutely right for a couple of those committees, that the deputy mayor is.
Yeah, I'm just looking at like on the first sheet here, because initially, our initial plan for the deputy mayor thing went out the door, pretty quick there. So, I guess next up for deputy mayor is, Sasha, would you be willing to jump in as deputy mayor here? Yeah, you're good for this time? Okay. No, we're off sequence now because right now it's Judy. And then, so I'm just looking at that there, so that would just have to be reversed is all. On page 7,
Maybe I can summarize, that the original motion to appoint the deputy mayor got out of sequence. It was one of the councillors had other issues and asked to change the sequencing, so that happened. So now there's 3 councillors, Councillor Martins, Councillor Donovan, and Councillor Fishin, that haven't served as deputy mayor. If Councillor Martins would step in now, then it would be back in sequence for the balance of the term of council. So there is a recommendation. So I can put it in under administration's recommended action. Under the options, option 3 there, that Councillor so-and-so be appointed deputy mayor for the term effective October 29th to June 29th, 2014. That's what has to be decided also by council.
2014, then.
24. Right. I'm in retro mood tonight, so.
Yeah, that's fine. 2014 was a good year.
Okay, well, yeah, we can actually, well, I had one motion on the floor. But we can sort of agree on that one, just if we can hammer that out, and I can add that as an addition to the motion, if you're agreeable to
So
that.
we jump the motion to the next motion. Is that-
Well, we can, like, we could say that yes,
Maybe just for clarification, the deputy mayor is not part of the organizational meeting. It's been done through procedural bylaws, a separate item outside. So we're just trying to wrap it up to get back on schedule, otherwise it would have to be dealt with. But the deputy mayor serves as ex official on a couple of the council appointments that are being dealt with tonight. So what I would suggest to council, we should deal with the appointment of the deputy mayor, and then by default, it would determine who attends, like the Municipal Emergency Advisory Committee. So the deputy mayor is a member of that committee, and similar with the Northern Alberta elected leaders, they're a member of that committee. So whoever the deputy mayor is sits on that committee automatically. There's no debate there. So if you appoint the deputy mayor, then that's deals with those two items that are highlighted in yellow on your revised sheet. So I'll leave it up to the chair.
okay. Well, maybe what I'll do is I'll retract my other one, and we'll start with the deputy mayor issue first, and I'll make the motion that Councillor Martins be appointed deputy mayor for the term October 29th to June 29th, 2024. Any discussion? No, we're good. All in favor? All right, so that one's done. Now, going to the appointments. We have anybody want to make a motion on that one? I made it before.
Well, but Judy had
But she
some
wants changes,
concerns.
so I
Yeah.
made the motion that amend the appointments of councillors and external agencies.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make that one too. I'll do two in a row. So we'll discuss what changes we would like to see and see if we can get agreement. I know that a lot of people had responded that they were okay with most of them, except I know Donna had said a couple and Judy had said a couple. So maybe we'll start there with Judy, and then we'll go to yours, Donna, and go from there. Okay. So Judy, you were alternates that you didn't want to be on.
Mackenzie Municipal and Anka.
Okay,
I just clarified, Counselor, because you also in your email said the Hyperio Aboriginal Interagency Committee.
Yeah, but he just addressed the alternate.
oh no, we can just
Oh,
address your
okay.
three.
Okay, those three yellows that are highlighted. That's, Mackenzie Municipal.
Yeah.
Hyperia Aboriginal Interagency and Anka. Right.
I'm willing to be two agencies, Aboriginal non-agency.
Okay. Is there anybody else that's really interested, or everybody's fine with, taking that one?
So just, go ahead, that's perfectly fine, John, Counselor Dunn would then be a member, but then we would have to appoint an
An
alternate.
alternate to it.
I'll take the alternate on that if nobody else.
Okay, is there any disagreements with that? Seeing none, we'll make the switch there to Councillor Dunn being the regular member, and Councillor Wakel as the alternate.
On which one?
The High Prairie Aboriginal Interagency Committee. So, Councillor Dunn is now the regular member, and Councillor Wakel's the alternate. Anybody interested in being the alternate on the Mackenzie Municipal Service Agency Board?
Can you tell us what that's about?
No.
No.
Perhaps I can respond to that. There is at both the staff committee, which I serve on, and then the sort of executive committee made up of a elected official from each of the participating partners in that organization. So generally, it's one meeting a year to deal with the adoption of their fiscal plan for the year, dealing with any changes in procedural bylaws, and any specific action items in terms of forward planning. From a staff perspective, each municipality will have discussions with the relevant CEO on the service needs for the upcoming year, and that's done at that level, but higher level items would be discussed at the board level, which this is the board level. So again, it's elected officials, committee meeting basically, and it's also the, chairperson, not the chairperson, but the lead of Mackenzie Municipal Association, Service Association would provide the agenda, and the board would go over the agenda like any agencies, but I believe it's they only meet once a year, maybe twice if something big is coming up. But that's the extent of what's required for that committee. So it's a governance committee similar to the library board that deals with the Mackenzie Municipal Service Corporation. Is basically a partnership of now 8 municipalities.
So did that get you all excited? Anybody want to be the
You
alternate?
know what, I know it sounds dry, but it's a member-run organization. We're trying to grow membership. It's primarily serves the north, but we'd like to expand that. They do a lot of planning, so they talk about the planners and Northern Sunrise, and there's 5 in this region, Spirit River. We talk, and then we do a roundtable each of those meetings, and the airport runway had come up. What's going on in your municipality? What's going on in yours? And just that type of thing. It's actually, it sounds drier than it is, so I will advocate for it.
I'll take that as the alternate.
Okay. Anybody else interested, or everybody's fine with that? All right, so we have an alternate. Okay, and the last one for Councillor Stenhouse was Inca. Okay. Anybody else interested? Yeah. Okay.
Or down for a change of one.
Yeah. We-
Somebody marked them down.
Yeah, he's down for it. Okay, so we've taken care of those. Now, Councillor Tanaka, you did not want to be the alternate on the watershed.
Watershed, that was the only one.
Is there anybody interested in being the alternate for the watershed council?
Again?
I actually give my Donna and I talked.
Okay,
And the meetings are on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome.
And I imagine so we can zoom. Yeah, that would be.
okay, so we'll put Councillor Dunn as the alternate for the watershed council then. And with that, I think we would be done unless anybody else wants to talk about a change.
Just looking up at the top here at the Municipal Emergency Advisory Committee. So it's you and Sasha, and then I was on there as deputy mayor, so then it would be Or as deputy mayor, I can stay on there. As that, we just switch that DM over.
But if we put,
Sasha has the DM and then I just stay on there. Like, it's just housekeeping, that's all.
so if we move the deputy mayor here and keep it. Okay with that?
Also wondering if somebody would be interested in education. Just because that may be there's sometimes things that I have to address, and that may be somebody. I love it in education and stuff, but I don't feel
So it is one that occurs in the morning?
Yeah.
Anybody able to do that? I mean, I can't.
Yeah.
it's, so basically, there are other people that are involved, come in, or, we vote on spending finances, like that. But it's just, it's not for the college, it's just for their, community council.
Yeah, every community that the college serves has a committee, a CEC, and that advises, and then one member from each of those CECs then would go to what they call the Council of Community Education Committees, the CCECs, and give feedback to the college, where you'd usually have the president, vice president there to hear what the needs are for the college and any issues. So that's one of the roles of it, and as John mentioned, the other thing is each CEC has a little pot of money that they can decide how to spend it, and that's part of what they do at the CEC meeting. So those are the two main things that they talk about at the meetings, I think. And any issues going on at the campus that need to be worked on.
And one of them basically also, your meetings consist of talking about, different training programs, bringing in different educators. So those are exactly.
We do have some prerequisites. I was on that committee a few years ago, but they have some prerequisites to be on that committee. They want your immunization record.
They didn't ask me for that, so I heard.
Yeah, when I was on there.
COVID time when you were there, yeah. Yeah, we're not enforcing COVID rules right now.
But just be aware of it.
If it comes back.
Yeah.
All right, so John's asking if anybody would like to sit on that committee.
It's tough, I'm not an alternate on it, but it's tough, because first thing in the morning is pretty hectic, right?
The work commitments, yeah.
They give me a big back check at the end of every month. I want to, the bill keeps coming back to my mailbox.
Once a month, and usually a couple of hours, an hour to two.
Yeah, too late.
Oh, I get some interest there, yeah. Every stepping up. Okay, so we'll, for that one, we'll put Councillor Yashishin there for the CEC.
So it's the first Monday of every month.
Bruce? FCSS meets on Wednesday.
The first Monday of every month, same meeting time.
Mondays.
Maybe that's possibility.
I'm just,
Yeah, no, good point, yeah. But what time is that?
Usually in the morning, 9 a.m.
Nine.
That might.
I'm just forwarding.
Yeah, no, it's good, yeah, no, you just reminded me about that, yeah. I know we've changed it quite a bit, so I don't really, when it's.
I know,
set back.
ever since the forest fires, everything's been on.
Yeah, it varies sometimes.
But I do know it's Monday.
No, good point, yeah. No, well, I was wondering about that, but I think we've kind of changed that. Yeah, that might be fine.
When does FCSS meet?
We meet on Mondays, but
What time?
10. But because of the forest fire, everything has been,
And is it every Monday?
no, it is not.
Is it the first Monday, second, third, fourth Monday of the month? Because yeah, if it's the first Monday, it would be a definite conflict, that that's the normal meeting date, but we're not sure when they meet. Well, let's, you know what, we can put it down as,
Yeah, put
we'll
it
keep
down. Put it
Councillor
down.
Yashish in there, and then if it's a problem, then we can deal with it in the future. We can look at making that change. All right, so we've caught all of the changes there. Okay. So do we need a motion on those changes? Because the motion as it stands right now is that we amend the appointments. How do we make sure we capture those? Should we make a motion that identifies which changes we're making? Or just as discussed? As discussed, okay.
Pretty much everybody's been
Yeah. All right, so I'll amend my motion there to say that council amend the appointments of councillors to the committees, external agencies, boards and commissions as discussed. All in favor? Carried.
Information item for council, when the minutes come out, actually revise schedule in the minutes, so.
So with that, our organizational meeting is adjourned.
There's still some time.